So unfortunately, our boat's been in the shop for a while because we had a leak in the fuel tank. You see, on a trip a few months ago when we went to take off, we started smelling fuel and saw that fuel was leaking into our bilge. So we took the boat to the shop, and it turns out the center fuel tank has to be replaced, which is easier said than done. After a long while, we finally got the boat back. So today we're going to take it offshore and kind of give it a test and see if we can't catch some fish. So we headed offshore about 20 miles to see if we couldn't catch some sea bass. As we got out there, the winds were pretty light and it was a nice ride and conditions were good. But unfortunately, the wind picked up pretty quickly, coming strong out of the north. On top of that, it was a full moon, so the tides and the currents were running a little bit harder than they usually do. Now for sea bass, we generally prefer to drift. But because of the winds and the current, we were drifting too fast, so we had to anchor. And even that was tough because our lay kept changing every 30 minutes, you know, from here to here, and it was just kind of crazy. Now the thing about sea bass is to catch the keepers, you're gonna have to go through a lot of small ones because they're all over the place. You know, they gotta be 13 where we're at to keep 13 inches. And it seems like you'll catch a ton of 12 inches before you get that 13, 14, and 15 inch fish. Now, sea bass are kind of like largemouth bass in that these kind of small fish, they'll eat a pretty good sized bait. We were using squid, cut bait, and some mullet. And we were using big chunks on a 4/0 owner circle hook. Now the bigger chunks stay on the hook better, and when the little ones are pecking on it, it'll keep it from getting off so quickly, and it'll kind of deter the really small ones. So it gives you a better chance of hooking up to the bigger ones that you want to keep. Kind of like a filter. So we were doing that, and it wasn't real hot action. I don't know if the full moon had them off, but it was steady. You know, we just worked the ledge, adjust, maybe re-anchor, let some rope out to change our spot slightly, and just fish it that way.
Big keeper. Double header. Non-stop. They just, a lot of little ones to get to a few keepers.
Now another thing that you're gonna have to go through to catch these sea bass is red snapper. And we caught a number of those. You know, they're down there, and you know, when they get hungry, they can get to your bait before the sea bass do.
A quick release. What do you think?
Yeah, not too bad. So we caught some of those, and my dad caught a really nice one. He hooked up to it, and that thing started peeling line. We thought, oh, it must be a shark or something.
There's one, John. You getting the bite? That's that little circle look at him.
It was pretty neat because, you know, it was on that little 4/0 owner circle hook. Not a big hook at all. You know, we don't use heavy leaders or big hooks. But, you know, circle hook did his job, caught it right in the side of the mouth and brought it to the boat. As he gets to the surface, we're like, dang, that's a red snapper. It was a big old thing, too. Yeah.
Take the snapper out. Take the snapper out, John. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a big fish there, ain't it?
Unfortunately, couldn't keep it. Beautiful fish, you know. But we vented it, released it, swam safely back. It was a good warm-up trip, kind of shake off the rust. You know, when we took the boat to the shop, we took everything out, cleaned it up, and you know, now we brought it back. We wanted to kind of test it, make sure we didn't forget anything, you know, that we normally keep in the boat. So it was good, kind of refresher. You know, I recommend if you haven't fished this winter, check your boat, check your equipment, maybe take it for a test run if you can. So we're excited, you know, big summer rush is about to hit. So stay tuned for some more videos and we'll see you next time.